Well, what can I say? Haven't I just picked the best time of the year to come to Scotland? I'm actually on the road at the moment, driving around another massive puddle in the road. We are in weather warning territory at the moment. We've had a yellow weather warning. I've just passed Glasgow. I'm on my way up into Scotland to Glencoe. I've got a little location I wanted to do this afternoon or this evening. Don't know whether I'm going to be able to do it or not, but yeah, the plan was to get up to Glasgow, then from Glasgow to a couple of locations tonight and tomorrow morning, then move up into Skye, where I'm going to go and do hopefully the Quiraing and the Needle at the Quiraing, and then moving on over to Lewis and Harris, where the episodes will continue. I've got a plan for a couple of little locations that I'd like to do, never been to before, so that's it. That's the idea. But we are in a yellow weather warning. The motorway's been horrendous, visibility's been horrendous, the roads at the moment are horrendous, and you know, it's telling you don't go out unless you need to, and I'm out, which is a bit stupid. I'm not alone, I've got a van behind me as well. He's in a small motorhome with Andrew, so at least I've got some company on the way up. And we are in radio contact as well, which is quite nice. So yeah, stick with us. I'm literally at the bottom of Loch Lomond at the moment, and I've just cleared the motorway and cleared the dual carriageway, and so from here on in it should be countryside and fun. But we've got to get through these puddles and floods first, so fingers crossed. I hope you're going to join me on the next couple of episodes, or 2 or 3 episodes, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Don't forget, drop me a comment, let me know. Oh, and if you're interested, join my Patreon. If you get on my Patreon, I'll put a link across the bottom of the screen for you. You'll get some updates as and when, because I can do stuff while I'm driving. It's very easy to talk to my phone and get it to respond to me, and I can do a bit of video and tell you what's going on and where I am. And also when I pull up and stop in locations, I'm also going to try and keep you up to date, really right there at the moment when I'm there, things going on. So you'll get well in advance, because these videos are definitely going out sort of 4 or 5 weeks after I do them. So yeah, jump on my Patreon, become a supporter, most appreciative, and definitely I'll top my hat to you if you do. So yeah, I'm off. Let's I'll see you somewhere. I don't know where. It just depends on this weather. It really depends on this weather, because it is horrendous. Speak to you soon. Okay, yeah, we are definitely in a river. I've never seen anything as long and as big as this before, ever. Oh my goodness. If all those cars would just move over, the ones coming towards us, the idiots, can't they see we're in a big bit of flood? So we've come to a bit of a standstill at the moment, and as you can hear the beeping, my front sensor's beeping at me like there's something in front. So with all the water gushing underneath the wheel arch, it's playing havoc with the sensors on the van. But yeah, we've got a road closure to Tabert. I'm hunting up the side of Loch Lomond at the moment, so I've got a road closure to Tabert. So I'm going to have to pull in. We're pulling in at the main Loch Lomond car park, and we're going to get a cup of coffee and work out a bit of a plan, because It's not looking promising. I wish this sensor would go off. Where's my button? I've got a button here somewhere to turn it off. Where is it? That one. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting adventure, really. I don't know whether I'm going to make it to where I'm going, but the water running down the side of the road is insane. I've just come through half a mile flood puddle. Yeah, I think there is a big river up here, looking at the wash coming off the wheels. So yeah, as you just heard, you know, we can both see, oh my god, there's a river piling down in that car park. Actually a waterfall flowing down. This is the worst I've ever seen water. Unbelievable. Oh, it's all flooded down here next to Loch Lomond. Wow, crazy. Yeah, I'll hang back a few minutes. Let the ones up in front move out the water so I don't get stuck in it.
You see the other side?
I know, it's a little bit deep over there.
Makes me nervous on my one.
Just keep your revs up a little bit. We've got a waterfall down here on the left hand side.
Yeah, I think it's less steep this side than it is that side.
Got to say that I don't think I've ever driven in quite such a wet and I'm not scared of the road. Don't get me wrong, I'm not scared of the road, but I'm very aware, very conscious, very aware of these puddles on the side of the road, and you're getting these little floods coming down out the sort of trees and things every so often. Didn't quite get that, you're breaking up a little bit. I'll slow down, but we're all slowing down up in front anyway. But yeah, it's very conscious of the roads, keeping an eye on what's coming. I drove into a puddle just now as a van come the other direction and gave me a complete belting of water. Hopefully it's cleaned the front of the van. Loch Lomond's looking absolutely peachy though, even in this really dark, subdued, nasty looking conditions. It looks good. It does look good. Oh, it's going to be a fun one. The beauty about being in the van though is if it gets too bad, we can just both pull over somewhere and we can ride it out for a day. You know, we can lock down, just sit it out, get the laptop out. We're all pulling over again over here. There looks like another big puddle down here. So yeah, I've just got to concentrate on this first. Make sure I don't hit. There's a waterfall coming out the road. Okay, so I've pulled up for a pit stop. I'm at the Bonnie and Ben Cafe, which is the Loch Lomond Tours location, and I'm looking down to Loch Lomond at the moment, and the pontoon, the jetty, is underwater. It is completely submerged. You're putting the kettle on, sounds absolutely perfect. I'll bring my cup over. Kettle's on, sounds of it, brilliant. Yeah, it's underwater. It's phenomenal. It is really horrendous. The A83 is closed. You can't get through that way, so we're carrying on the 882, which is the plan anyway. We've got to get to the Harrison Lewis ferry from Uig for Monday at 2 o'clock, and it is Saturday at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna get a coffee. I don't know. Well, I've come over and got me coffee. Look at this. Coffee's been made. How perfect is that? Puppy dog down here wants to go out for a walk. Glad it's not mine. Yeah, the road looks like, yeah, the police are out and it looks like they're closing the road that we've just come through because there was a stranded van in the middle of a lake, which should be a road. So yeah, hopefully we can carry on up the 82. Like I said before, I don't know where we're going to get to. It's pretty horrendous, to be honest. The weather is really, really bad. Anyway, say hello. Say hi. Hello. Say hello. Hi. Right, well that's it. Introduction's done. Easy. Yeah, I'm going to drink me coffee. Okay, we're back on the road. We are back on the road. We're heading up the A82. There's a lot of traffic coming up the road, which the police are turning around because there's absolutely no chance. This is a tight little road though, so we're going to have to take our time because I do not know what's round every corner, and it could be potentially very wet. And of course, Andrew's coming behind me, and he's got a lot bigger van than me, so yeah, we're going to take our time. 44 miles to the location. Let's hope we can get there, nestle down for the evening, go for a walk, and hopefully snap at least one photograph. Would be nice. There's a big patch down here just after you come past that car park. Well, we're on the main road now to Glencoe, just past the Green Welly shop. And if you're familiar with Scotland and travelling up this sort of area, once you pass the Green Welly shop, you know you're in Highland territory. You know you're on that road that's going to cross you across these lovely little arch bridges, and you're in the scenery is just, wow, it's breathtaking. Even today, and I am so upset I can't show you the scenery, even today it is stunning. The rivers are absolutely raging and bulging at the seams, and I can't stop to show you the rivers because I can't pull over anywhere. But they're insane, incredible. And the water, the floods where there should be rivers and they're lakes, something else. But yeah, this is amazing to see it in these conditions. I'm really desperately hoping, geez, more water. I'm really desperately hoping that I can pull up on a couple of laybys up here just to try and get a couple of maybe shots or a little bit of B-roll. I need to do it, put the waterproof on, just shoot through the window if I have to. Yeah, it's something else. So yeah, we are in that area now. We're going to make it to our little location, but I can't just stop now. I've got to get you a photograph of something, somewhere, somehow. It is insanely wet. This should all be green countryside. It should be green everywhere. This is all underwater. And a few inches off the road. Oh my God. Well, that's insane and extremely scary, because within a couple of inches that's going to breach that edge of the road. Okay, so I just radioed back to them behind. All the flooding, unbelievable. I just come across on my first little archway bridge where I start to get really excited. Everything's underwater and it's inches away from flooding the road and being a complete white washout, and it looks like the sea down there. It is insane. We're going to pull up at the big viewpoint up here. Oh, look at it. I have never seen anything like that. I am definitely getting out and I'm going to take some photographs and show you what is going on down there, because that is incredible to see. Wow. You wait until I show you this. It's phenomenal. Right, so I'm actually in the back of the van. I've got the door wide open, as you can sort of possibly imagine. I'm just trying to get a couple of shots out the door, because this is a sight that you wouldn't normally see with it being flooded. And you can see the little bridge down in the bottom left thirds, where it's almost completely submerged. But what a fantastic view, what a shot. You wouldn't normally get this, you really wouldn't. Wow, wow, wow. jumped out the van. I've changed my plans a little bit again. There's nothing to see in the distance. You can't see any mountains or hillsides and stuff like that. But because of the amount of water down here, because of the raging rivers and the raging floods and everything, I think this Locketee waterfall is going to be absolutely insanely mental. So I've had to pull over and come and have a look. But it just depends if we can get to it. I'll put all my waterproofs and my boots on, but it could be way too muddy and boggy and horrible to get there. But all I've got is my camera in a bag, and that's it. Because this is absolutely, oh, there's so much water. Oh wow, wow, that is seriously nasty. I don't even care if I don't get a photograph of this. Just look at that water. This is absolutely insane. It's incredible, and the noise is phenomenal. Oh my goodness, I've got to get some sort of a photograph of it, but wow, this is bonkers. It's the way every so often it's just bouncing against that rock and firing up in the air. Wow, wow. So your classic Etif shot is taken just round the corner around there, so I'm going to go and have a look at the classic as well, just to see what it looks like and try and get one on camera, just to show the difference between what it looks like today and what it's looked like in the past, because oh my god, that thing is just scarily impressive. It is so impressive. Woo-hoo-hoo! This thing is bonkers. So this is where the classic shot is. You've normally got this lovely waterfall down here in the bottom corner, and yeah, this lovely cascade. It's no cascade today, it's an absolutely raging monster. I'm getting out of here anyway. I've got a full memory card, so I've managed to get a couple of quick shots off the end of the camera. Nothing fancy, nothing technical, but oh my word, this is impressive, but bleeding scary. So I've got another cunning plan. I'm going to get out. I parked in another location that's quite nice for looking at Loch Bar. It's really miserable, it's really horrible. All the plans have changed. They've gone absolutely foobar. But it's not going to stop me getting my camera out, so I'm going to get my little brolly out in a moment. And I've put the camera on a tripod already. And you haven't seen this jacket that I'm wearing, but I've got a heated jacket on, and I'm just going to turn it on a low because I'm going to get a bit warm, I think, and get myself a bit toasty. And then we're going to go and take a couple of pictures. The camera out, got the tripod out, which is quite nice. We've got this very subdued looking background and moody greyness, but there's a little bit of something going on. We've got water, we've got a reflection, you know, we've got no reflection, we've got water, we've got this softness, we've got this slight colours and that going on in the browns in the actual foreground, and then we've got this nice diagonal sort of line going through the image with this little island, which is what I'm focusing on. I've set the camera up at f8. I can drop my ISO now back down to normal, which is 125 because I'm on a tripod, and then I'm just going to put my 2-second timer on and just enjoy taking 1 or 2 photographs with the umbrella up, knowing that I can keep the camera dry. I've still got my bag here in my hand just in case, because there's no wind. The beauty is, as much as it's horrible conditions, there's no actual wind, so it's actually quite nice to, you can actually use the umbrella and maybe walk down to a slightly lower level so the trees pop up slightly out the actual, just so they pop up a little bit. I know what I'm talking about. So let me go and have a look. let's see, let's move down and get a little bit of a different view. Hello. I've got the camera back out again. I've gone for the longer lens. With the long lens, I'm just trying to pick off a little bit of something that's going on and see if I can make any more images. Okay, stupid. I'm still out here, I'm still shooting, I've still got the umbrella on, I'm stood next to the edge of the road, but I've got another tree. I just want to take a couple more shots and then I'm going to call it a day, and we're going to go and get back in the van. This tree is on its little lonesome. It's there doing its thing, trying not to be washed away in the floods, and I'm going to go for a vertical on this, and that's because I want the tree, the little flood, and then all I want in the background is nothing apart from like hillside. But it's just a tree that's trying not to flood away, not to get washed away, and it's just documenting really these conditions and the day I'm out here doing this. I've got to turn this off, and I'm stood next to the side of the road, which is not the best place or the most impressive place to be stood, with all these cars coming past, as you can hear. Oh, and it's a really fast road as well, so I don't particularly want to be stood here for long, but I do want to get these trees, and I'm going to go for a horizontal as well, because you can see all the flow of water, slightly wider shot, so you can see they're all isolated in this big flood. And yeah, I'm going to go and get myself some tea, get my computer out, do some editing, and just chill out for this evening, because it's absolutely pointless trying to do anything else.